Hey,
yeah.
but you're also gonna. Woo! Woo! Good
Awesome.
job. Good. So we started off with packet pickup right at the 70 Mile 8 station, which was right behind the start line, and there wasn't a lot of people there. And the Goodyear blimp come to visit us before we left. The race start was Saturday morning at 5 o'clock a.m. You could see a lot of nervousness going on in the air, but we were just chilling, having a fun time, getting ready for the race.
Crazy, you know.
Only 100 to go. Mile done, 99 to go. Mile 3.
Hey!
I think I'm just going to top off with fluid.
I got water here.
Going sideways so we're don't hit the bottom.
There he is!
Where are we at? Mile 9. Still in the dark for a little while longer. Mile 11, aid station. Coffee cup front. I'm gonna switch shirts, switch socks, put the vest on. So good. So things were clicking along pretty well. We started out slow, enjoying the race, enjoying talking to the other participants, just asking them where they were from and having some casual conversation with them. There was Rich from Pittsburgh, there was Christine from Spokane, Washington, Debbie from Worcester, Sandy from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Rachel from Virginia Beach, Ed from Worcester, and we just enjoyed having conversations. Oh, and the fella from the Philippines that I never did catch his name, but that was cool meeting a guy coming from that far away to run this race. What do you got?
You said both.
You can post that online and say 2 idiots. Almost mile 25, still feeling good. Getting the gravel out of my shoes. There's water.
Here, drink this stuff.
The race director's out there.
I want to change my electrolyte drink. What time is it? What was my schedule? Missed it by 4? I can't believe I put that so early. Mile 32, somewhere in there. Still doing good.
He's gonna pace her at some point, a couple times.
Oh, and then make sure you
What else do you need, food?
Watermelon. Mile 44.
Action.
Oh, that's it. Almost to mile 50. Woo! Mile 51.8. Still rocking. Got a little coffee. Getting ready for the night. Mile 55 plus. Mile 59, I believe. Water.
Well, everything was clicking along fairly well, and then we reached mile 62. Mile 62, still plugging away. After mile 62, things started to head south a little bit. My upper thighs started to give me some pain. I started getting blisters on the bottom of my feet. My nutrition was starting to go away. My fantastic crew person, my daughter, started having issues with our minivan and caused her to have to drive all the way home and change out vehicles. And since I knew she was going to be a little while, I just slowed down my pace, did some walking, did some jogging, and by the time I got to the next aid station, she was already there. At this point, it was mile 66 aid station, just 4 miles away from the 70-mile mark where I'm going to pick up my pacer. We worked on me for a little while, popped some blisters, put some blister pads on, tried to work on the pain a little bit, and then all of a sudden the chills hit me and I started getting real cold. So I bundled up because I prepared for this moment just in case. And then I headed off for the next 4 miles to pick up my pacer.
I'm freezing. 70 down.
And you look in good spirits too, so you look strong.
Yeah, I
so.
came out of a pretty rough patch.
Just on this last stretch.
No, 62
Right
to
before it.
66. I was doing decent on this one.
How's the feet feel right now?
They're alright. I mean, I got a pretty bad blister right here, but I'm dealing with it. I popped the blister, I band-aided it, and I put a blister pad under it. I still feel it, but I'm dealing with it.
Once I picked up my pacer, we were moving along again. Fairly decent. Weren't setting any land speed records for sure. But we got through a few more aid stations and then we arrived at mile 80 aid station at the Ira trailhead. Once we left mile 80 is when I started to go into a dark place. My left ankle started hurting severely bad. I started getting very bad blisters on the bottom of both feet to the point where I could hardly step on either foot. But we kept plugging away, and even though it turned into a lot of walking miles, we kept moving along. My pacer kept encouraging me, telling me how great I was doing, but I knew he was just being a super nice guy because that's the way Brent Wyrick is. At this point, lots of other runners were just going by us, and I was having trouble even putting pressure down on either foot. We did make it to the turnaround, and we started heading back towards the finish line, which meant only 15 miles left to go. But those seemed like an impossible 15 miles. So after we made 2.5 miles after the turnaround, I told my pacer, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this. It was getting real. He told me if I was in the pain you were in, I would have quit a long time ago. He goes, but you need to remember, what are you going to be thinking about 2 weeks from now? Could you have dealt with that pain and got that buckle? He goes, nobody would come against you. Nobody would question you why you dropped out at mile 87-ish of a 100-mile race. But you need to consider what the future is and what you'll be thinking about in the weeks to come. So, I kept going. We plugged away for another mile. We made it to Saley's Farm Market. At that point, I'm like, Brent, I'm done. I can't go another step. I just can't do this. Brent encouraged me to sit down, take a 5-minute nap, and just rest for 5 minutes, hoping that I was going to change my mind. Little did he know, as I was heading down to the ground, I pulled out my phone, called my daughter, and said, I'm done. I need you to come pick me up. Obviously, she's trying to encourage me on the other side of the phone, and then the phone just went silent. She didn't know what to say, but she did not want me to quit. So I took that 5-minute nap, didn't get very much sleep, none. And then we got up. Brent encouraged me, let's just get to the next aid station. He said, it's only a mile away. Let's get there, and then, you know, at least you'll be to your van and you'll have your ride home. So what seemed like forever, we got back to mile 90 aid station, which was Ira, on the way back.
Great, I think.
Do you need any copy here?
I don't know if it had it. I'll go check.
At this point, everybody went to work. Brent got me some coffee, a little bit of soup. I was able to use the restroom. We were able to pop some more blisters, put some blister pads on, changed a pair of shoes, took care of some sore muscles. And then we ran into Kim, who gave me a couple ibuprofen, and I took those. Even though I don't necessarily like to take those during a race, I just felt anything to get me to the end was going to help. And it worked. We got up and we left mile 90 running. We started clicking off 12+ minute pace. And we were cranking off some miles. I'm like, Brent, we haven't gone through miles this quick in a long time. So then we rolled through Boat Zone. We go through Second Soul.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Let's see, mile 94. We come into Memorial Parkway aid station. The bike patrol picked us up and they said, man, you look strong. I'm thinking, you should have seen where we just came from. So at this point, we fueled up at Memorial Parkway, knowing we were going to make the cutoff, knowing we were going to finish strong. Thank you all.
Yeah, yeah.
Any coffee? Topping off with some warm coffee. Mile 97. 3 to go. So there we were, heading uphill the final 3 miles to the finish line. We came into downtown Akron. We got over to the towpath, and there it was, a mini parade, a walk for Alzheimer's, pretty much blocking the whole towpath. And there was my bike patrol again. They come over and he said, let me clear the way. And he got in front of us and led the way, and he said, please move out of the way, we got a 100-mile finisher coming through. And next thing you know, all this mini parade of people are cheering me on to get to that finish line. It was so exciting. It was so energizing. But here we are, still running at mile 99, mile 100 to get to the finish line. So I made it. Made it all the way to the 100 miles before the cutoff time. And I am so thankful to all of the people that supported me. My wife, Julie, my daughter, Danielle, for crewing me, totally awesome. Brent Wyrick for being the best pacer a person could have. And for all the awesome volunteers that were out on the course, the other participants that I got to meet, run alongside, encourage me, and bike patrol that was so encouraging toward the end. So congratulations to all you runners, all you finishers, and thank you for all the support and all the volunteers. Happy running.
Hey, but you're off to good. Woo! Woo! Good job. Good job.
You are awesome.
Yes. Yes.